السلام عليكم، حياكم الله. هلا ومرحبا بكم جميعا، حلقه جديده لعبتنا الجميله. بنكمل باذن الله تختيم اللعبه من المكان اللي وقفنا فيه. ان شاء الله الحلقه هاي راح تعجبكم. لا تنسون من زر اللايك والاشتراك في القناه، ونقول بسم الله وليتس جو. بعد ما كلمنا البنت الحين بنروح نشوف المكان عشان نقتحم القلعه وننقذ سير كابون. لازم نجي هنا، اتوقع هنا بنجي بنعطيهم تقرير عشان نطلب خيول لما ننقذ كابون نشرد.
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Ruthard was the Lord of Malashoff are over. I don't want to have anything more to do with him, so you can be on your way.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still paying for masses for your family, as the two of you agreed.
Sakura. Nobody knows about that but him.
That's why he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come from there.
Well, that changes things. Sorry for being a bit hostile-like, but times are tough. A man can't be sure of anything. Good to hear that Sir Kunzlin still has a few friends. Give him my greetings, and thank him for still honouring our agreement.
Sure. I'll pass that on to him.
So, tell me, what did the Ruthard send you for?
ما راح نخبره اصلا، بس اهم شيء انه يجهز الخيول.
I'm planning a certain enterprise. Something that the new lord of the castle certainly won't be happy about.
An enterprise, you say? I reckon it's best not to ask what that might be, eh?
That would
ايه
be wise.
بضلك لا تسأل.
And I need you to get fresh, fast horses ready for me.
That's quite a lot you're asking of me. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. But fine, since you're from Sir
حسب
Kunzlin,
بعد غصبا عنك.
I'll have it ready for you somewhere a bit further from here so I don't get in the shit if things go sideways.
Of course. The last thing I want is to endanger you unnecessarily. And the Ruthards promise to pay for the horse if it comes to any harm.
All right. So look, here next to Stud Farm, there's a kind of band of rocks below the forest. When you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find a wooded copse not far from the castle. There's a well-trodden patch of ground there, so that's where I'll have that horse.
حلو
Hopefully,
ممتاز. بيجهز
nothing will
الحصنة
happen to him if I
قريبة من
just
القلعة.
leave him there. Recently, there's been wolves and wild dogs sniffing around here, so we have to watch out.
Thanks. I'm obliged to you.
الحين لازم نصير ندور على الممر السري هني في المنطقة بتكون. اتوقع من هنا. ايوه وصلنا.
This must be the chapel Rosa was talking about. I'm supposed to look through its arch for some old ruins. Well, let's see.
Let's go. هنا في شيء يطلع لي؟ لا اوكي.
The chapel directed me here. No doubt about that. So somewhere around here, I have to find a stone cross, and then go in the direction the top is pointing.
لو ممتاز. فكرة اني كنت من المدخل هناك من الشارع اشوف الاطلالها، بعد ما اجي ابحث عن الصليب هذا واشوف قمة الصليب واتبعه، بعدها بنحصل صليب ثاني بنشوف قمته ونتبعه بنحصل مدخل الممر. المهم الحين الصليب كان هنا الاتجاه هذا، كان من هنا. خلونا نكمل. هذا هو الصليب الثاني، نطلع اتجاه هذا. حلو، ليتس جو. ايوه لقيناه هنا مرة بيكون ايزي. يعني شفت العش البيض على يسار على طول هنا، تجي وتحفر. نايس. يو جالسين نحفر لين نوصل للممر.
Tough
هادو
job. It was
لقيناه.
worth it. The way to Malashoff is clear.
بدأ الحماس يا عيال، بدأ. والله المكان ضيق.
Fuck, that's deep. I wouldn't want to fall down there.
أهم شيء ما نصعد الحين يوم أوصل هناك وأدخل. حتى البنت طلبت كتاب. وقع وصلنا خلاص، نطلع الحين فوق. لو تلاحظون جالسين نصعد شوي شوي. أما عاد هاي مسدودة.
What's this door doing here?
بوابة وصلنا.
Could it be another of the Ruthards' tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back.
أيوه.
This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashoff cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this.
واو.
This is going to take a while.
يا ساتر.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Babak will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Gutenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands.
واو شوي وينصاد.
Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. And Sigismund. And now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us?
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. That'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and the Obst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own 2 hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
The gate open. A horseman, sir.
مين اللي جاء؟
Anish is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of and will catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Grace, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
ايوه جنجنونا. ايه احسبوني شوي انا اعلمكم واحد واحد.
It's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
لا.
The messenger said something about Collar's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear by everything that is
اعلمكم انه اللي يصيد الثاني.
and I will rip out his heart.
Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. We better go.
والقادة طلعوا الحين من القلعة ذي.
Shame about that dog.
وقت اني انقذ كيبون. سدد الحمام سدد الحمام. نقتل هذا. نايس. ان شاء الله ما ننصاد. جالس يشوفني هذا. الو سيارة من فوق المدينة. فيديو الله يستر. وين اللي تحت؟ هذا هناك. اوكي نايس. وي
Sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter.
Enemy in the fortress! Sound the alarm! Don't think I won't cut you to pieces! you don't.
Show what you're made of.
القم. سؤال، هل سمعونا راح يجون ولا لا؟ كان في واحد يميني والله ما ادري. هذا خطر، اذا فتحته هذا اللي الغرفة اللي على اليسار يسمعوني. اسحب اطلع فوق. وصلنا. بس وين وصلنا؟ غرفة مين؟ مين اللي ركض؟
What is happening?
منو هذا؟
Who are you? If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
لا.
Good God, Henry. What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your
لعب.
noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Well, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauclair Rabos, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right?
Of course I have a plan. I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard.
C'est magnifique! Very cunning.
And so far, the garrison has no idea I'm here. We're lucky von Burgov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the garrison. So I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I'll have some horses ready there. We'll be gone before you can say the Lord's Prayer.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. I myself had to sneak like so. What are we waiting for? On y va!
Wait. A passageway, you say? A dark, narrow passageway?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit of water in it to wade through.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any
ايه
passageway.
شو بلاك؟
What the fuck?
Let me repeat. It's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
يلا نجرب.
Don't worry. Just trust me. Remember what I said at Trotsky? I won't allow anything to happen to you.
I remember. But if I faint or go mad in that passageway, I'll put you in danger too. And I'm not going to let that happen.
Relax. We'll manage it together.
Henry, I mean it. You have to trust me on this one.
كيف بتطلع انت غبي؟
I do.
Un moment. Henri? You said that von Bergov left. Is that not so?
Yes?
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough, but I think we could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone! Just like I escaped. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. But we simply have no other choice. Time has passed. The fortress is quiet. I believe that most of the garrison has gone to sleep.
That's a wonderful plan, but we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably.
ولا اعطيه سلاح واعطيه هذا. والله ما اعطيتك.
Damn it, Henry. Stop fooling around and give me...
I don't have anything for you. Maybe we'll find something later.
I certainly hope so.
Merde. Our plan is starting to fall apart.
يعني بجي وبشيل معاي سيوف.
I'll go ahead and scout it out. When there's a suitable moment.
And how will you let us know?
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the horses, we'll head towards you.
Agreed. Good idea.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any...
True. And if we don't hear from you or see your signal for a long time...
Précisément. We can...
Right. Got it.
لا لقينا.
I have some steel.
Très bien. Now I wish.
Thanks, Henry.
أسلحة وأعطيتهم. الحين لازم تتخلص من الحراس. نسوي له مجال يتحرك. واو والله وشردنا السلام كفو. مع ان اختار الطريقة الصعبة، لو نازلين من النفق كان افضل.
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
Oui, monsieur, you were surely brave. And fortune favors the bold. Free at last!
واو الحمد لله على السلامة. ما بغى إلى وين مرافقة هانس كابون إلى بر الأمان. السالفة ليش وقف؟ لا 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 مين دول؟ ولا أخيرا
Of all the bandits in the whole wide
of this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashoff, and right now...
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy.
واو
Reach rat-eye that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
No sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy all this time. And Zizka is actually our ally.
Zizka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's some impoverished yeoman. But he's handy in a battle, and he helped us when we needed it.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabos. Why Rabos? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashoff, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Vavak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Berghoff in Malashoff.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Can we go to Rabos with you? We could certainly use a drink, a bite to eat, and a comfortable bed.
I wish I could say yes, son, but the city council assembly is a big opportunity. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabos, but you'll have to return to the city right away and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What?
How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use. Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try.
I hope that assembly really is him. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, At least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabos on your behalf.
هذا يفكر فيه.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
T'inquiète. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my
hands. Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabos.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching through hands is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
Sure, تامر أمر.
But now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you.
اوكي هذا بيكملون. انا حصلت لي مهمة جديدة اسويها. جينا بالكلمة عشان يدخلنا الاجتماع اللي بيصير.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again. I'll call the
حدد لين بكرة أنا أعلمك.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in...
No, Sigismund's just a usurper. Wenceslas is the only true Bohemian king.
Singing Ruthard's song, eh? I might have known. Speak then. What do you want? And tell the truth.
That's none of your
ما
concern.
يخصك.
Oh, really? Then about face and go back where you came.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and
أيوة
your head on your
هدد.
shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our...
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer. Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him, although not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission, otherwise you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a taunt?
Well, no. But
our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the...
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his...
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to...
I'll be going then.
Just make sure we both come out of it.
خلصنا علمنا على الخطوات.
I'm sorry.
خلونا نسير. أول شيء بناخذ شهادة النادل، عقب بنروح ناخذ لبس النادل عشان نقدر ندخل. الله يستر بس لا يصيدوني هناك.
Have you got those clothes for me?
Here they are.
Greetings.
Surely you can wait a while.
Here you are. The finest fabric.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. And you impatient
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City
إذا
Council
كيف
Assembly.
كيف بنقنعها الحين؟
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine while I... Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I want to see the king in the...
Why is that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles.
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the... The more I think about it, the happier I am. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a... Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected?
Of course.
All right. No need to get... Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent...
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in...
Thanks. I won't disgrace you.
You better not.
كفو هذا خلصنا. الحين بنروح نكلم الرئيس حق الخدم مدري ايش.
Franta's not coming. He got poisoned. He's writhing in agony.
Oh, that's enough. We can't be without a waiter here. So, have you got Franta's...
Sure.
Everything's... You know a good waiter by his properly seated cap? Without a tunic, you're no royal. And have you forgotten your hose? You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber. You don't want to be dragging a load if you... The royal waiter's livery has strict rules.
اوكي الحين مغير ملابسي ليش مستعجل وزعلان؟ شوف فيك هدي.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic. You can put your steel aside in front of the... You don't want to be dragging a... Everything as it should be. Do you know what your duties for an inexperienced greenhorn like?
Well, I'll happily listen.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look well... In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one, white Takaib or red monastery wine.
White or red by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjit, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted. We can't allow that to happen in the...
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with...
To stay in the background and keep quiet?
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just any, but you'll manage it.
إن شاء الله خير.
I know everything I need to.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter...
الله يستر. أحس بنصاد يا أخي ما أدري ليش. الحمد لله السلام.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
وصلوا يا ساتر. هذه المغتصب. ده هنري حمار بعد شو كيف واقف يطالعهم يكشف عمرك. روح صب فيك. يجيب العيد. ما ميزه ولا عرفه.
You have nothing to fear, not you.
Like this band of fire.
ما توقعت انه كذي يكون خايف.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole son won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
يو صارت فوضى.
Nothing.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through. It would seem
الاجتماع
that
الثاني.
we've all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Laipe and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
انصدم ما حد علمه.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
بعده مصدوم موضوع الزواج.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more
Your Majesty, we are sorry.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalty. We can have a few captured bandits executed.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in...
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter. From right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take...
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain. Up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us direct. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdoms? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits!
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free...
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps taught, but that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks, but instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets, and let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who... You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. The council is dismissed.
Oh.
You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt.
مصيبة إذا جاء حد يعرفني حافظ وجهي عدل يعني. حقيتني بنظراتك، شوفه هناك. والله عيد يا قلبي، انا خايف لك خايف. قلت بس صادوني.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but is coming happily to this celebration, you old fox.
منو هذا؟
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
بيرقوا خير يهجم عليهم. يوه يا بالعيد. ول الله يستر. بلا ما في واحد فيهم صاحي. صادوهم اتوقع كلهم ولا هذا هنري رايح لهم. يا الله لو يقدر ينقذهم. يو كفو منو باقي؟ الله عليك هنري الله عليك. كفو هنري. هل بس اللوردات احتمال شلوهم بعد اللي هم النبلاء.
That was a little too close. Oh, fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me?
Godwin.
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you.
Is everyone all right?
Well, some are. Some... They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rotard. They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but... not everyone was...
Where did they go?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sig...
More of a promise than a... But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. I'll gladly play dead for a while. Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers.
المرة اللي كانت تعطيهم فلوس تدعمهم.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong... And they almost killed my brother. But only almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I got there in time to help him. Christopher tried to defend our father. But... Old grievances aside, Odorin isn't... Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchicks are money-grabbing... We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you. But von Berghov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
standing a few steps from Von Aulitz when he told Sigismund I was pouring them wine, and had to listen to how Sigismund was gonna... It was a horrible feeling.
And what could you possibly...
Kill them.
My fingers would itch too. Was there any night, or at least stuff? Do you know what that would cause?
The war would end.
But at what cost? After Sigismund's death, his army would be cut loose. They'd ransack the city and kill anyone in their way.
Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and... Who else has to die before we do something about...
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you... Well, not you. Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund. Well, are you surprised? Look around.
You want to give up now?
Nobody said anything about... We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his... If I survive the journey... Oh, God.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is...
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. Anyway, we've got work to do. Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher for...
Good to see you both.
Oh, come on. You know, they could well... If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berghoff could have caused a lot...
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that.
Well... Thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of it. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles.
And they captured our closest and most... Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are...
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get over... Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't...
Actually, it might. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack...
Gods, we need to get back to the city and war... I'm going with you. Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else.
يروح ينقذ الحي اللي كان فيه.
Thank God you're all right.
Kubienka, what brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of... And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't... Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course, I borrowed it.
Could you stop blabbering already? Easy, Ingele.
All right.
I'll explain to you on the way.
Are you coming too?
Of course.
But do you think that's a good idea?
I'm not. But I'm...
All right then.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town?
We will go through Shelly. There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
وصلنا الحين بنمشي تحت من الانفاق عشان نروح ننقذ الاهالي اللي في الحي وهذا بياخذ اوراق لان كان منخشى هناك لختنشتاين.
Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the cavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I'll go upstairs.
I hope so. I'll gather up my things in the meantime.
اوه في حد فوق. حلو بقتلهم واحد واحد. القم اوه في بعد واحد. كومنت وياه.
Go outside and look for Samuel. I'll be right back. I'll just pack my things.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right. Sam, you're back already? How does it look out? A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the... 4 of them were here in the tavern. Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives. What? I'm so sorry. If it's any concern... Well, they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? She is, thank God. I told her... I'm really sorry about your friend. There was nothing you could do. Benavis Hamartes. This Eric is real. There'll be plenty of time for that. I'm sure Mum is waiting for us. You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no... But sir, if any more, I can take care of my... God be with you.
يا ساتر.
Is that you? What happened?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
البيت ولا بيت الثاني؟
What's the matter? Where's...
Don't worry, Ma'am.
Mein Gott. What?
Nothing. He's out on the street.
Wait. Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape.
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back. It might be safer there. What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe.
Now run! وصلوا الجنود.
We have to get to the synagogue.
Through the backyard.
بالأفضل أروح أقاتل أنا.
Watch out! They're shooting at us.
لازم أحميها.
Get rid of them. They're gone. We have to keep going. Through the yards. We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
Come on, then. Yeah. You don't get me! Even your own mummy will not recognize you now!
Go!
Mummy.
Chase them all down!
ايه والله جالسين يقتلونهم كلهم. أبرياء ولا غيره؟
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
الله عليك كفو. هنري روح ساعدهم هنري.
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
الله عليك هذا هو الصح.
Never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
ولا شخص ما توقعنا يكون موجود.
Well, now we're really fucked.
We mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back.
For how long, though?
As long as we need to.
Put some effort in.
Nice. Let him have it.
العدم كبير.
You're dead. Forward. Smash him on the head. Nice strike.
السالفة والله أنا غلطان يوم إني جالس أدافع عن هذا التيس. صار الحمد لله على السلامة، قدرنا نصمد.
Let's go. It's this way.
وين أمه؟ مجزرة صارت والله.
I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
I'm fine.
Is there anything else?
Mein Gott, boy. Now we have to manage on.
I know this might not be the best time, but...
What? You know my...
I do. I mean, not actually by blood. But he raised me.
Mein Sie's Kindele. Tell me. How is he?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh.
Sigismund burned down my village.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to...
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Do not worry.
All right.
Before you go, tell me.
Well, he was strict with me, so I dream about him quite often. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And
He was absolutely right.
Well,
You saved all our lives. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but even if not related by blood...
Well, I did not expect that, and thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, what are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone...
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourself, dear brother. I will see you...
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
عاد الفساد في الأرض. شو سووا في الجهة ذي؟ هنا بوقف إن شاء الله، بنكمل وياكم الحلقة الجاية. أتمنى الحلقة هذه تعجبكم. لا تنسون زر اللايك والاشتراك في القناة، تفعيل جرس التنبيهات، ترقبونا وخلونا نكتشف مع بعض الحلقة الجاية وهل راح يكون فيه هجوم أو لا. السلام عليكم.